sheets, that's to convert tables like this. So having tables like this now has been made easy in Google Sheets, having your project trackers and name them, event management and all that. So if you are dealing with large data sets, large workflows, especially when you're handling large data sets and trackers in any of the organization, styling and filtering and all that, please watch this video up to the end. So let's go through step by step on how we come up with such a table and how easy it is going to be for you to do your filters, changing your data sets, even doing calculations, very easy, which we are going to go through together. Make sure to like, please subscribe to our channel such that you can always receive videos like this. And here we go. So first thing first, we shall select our data. The data here we have is, I'm going to pick new data. The first thing is, if you're getting new data from any of the Excel sheet, I have an Excel sheet here. This is data for a supermarket. So I want to pick that data into my Google Sheets. How do you do that? First, you go to File, then Import. So on import, if you don't have it in your drive, we have anything shared with you or anything you have opened of recent, which is here. But this time I want to upload this from one of my files in one of the folders. So there are two options. You can open your folder, then you drag and drop your file here. Or there is another option by browsing the same, then you'll also get it. You'll get the same Explorer browser or dialog. And here is my data, supermarket data. I will enter, it will load. Give it time. After loading, there are many options we can take here. We don't want to create a new spreadsheet because we already have this spreadsheet. We just want to insert a new sheet of that data that I'm exporting. So if you want to replace the exact sheet you're opening, then you go with the third option. So here I'm going to insert a new sheet. Then I'll keep the theme such that it comes with all the settings it is handling. Then import data. So immediately my data will be already available in Google Sheets. I will name this my new data set. So this is the data set I've got already from my team, but I want to start working on this data set, like inserting a lot, having calculations, styling it, and having it filtered for maybe a presentation or the other teams. So what do? The moment you have your data in this format, there is one button you take or one click you take, go to Insert, then look for tables. Look for tables. This is tables. So when you come to tables here, you'll be creating new tables. But this time, we don't want to create a new table. What we want to change this data into a table. So what we do, we come to insert, format, then you convert this real data into a table. So the moment you have clicked anywhere in your data, come to format, we shall click on convert into a table. Immediately, it is going to convert this data into a table. So the best thing I always recommend, you can always rename your tables. So this table, I've called it new underscore dataset. Why are we naming this? Stay tuned. I'm going to show you the purpose of why we rename this table. We give it a name. So it has all the columns as how we picked it, but you can now go ahead and set data sets, data types. So what are data types is, these are numbers. I have to make sure that I tell my Google Sheet or my spreadsheet that, by the way, whenever you're considering column D and E, these ones are numbers. So I'll go ahead and change the data types. So there is that down drop arrow facing down, click on that, go to edit column data type, then you look for numbers, then we shall go with the first option. They are numbers, they are percent, they are currency. So I'll go with that. So it has already converted this to numbers. Go to the second one, do the same thing, convert this to numbers. So by default, we do that such that we have our data set well aligned. But even if you don't change the data types, already the spreadsheet has already recognized some of them, but it is always paramount to do the checks and the changes. Now, the next productive function I will want to show you that is on setting. We have done setting up our table. Now, if you want to do the auto applying of filters, that is very easy. If I want to filter only vegetables, you always come here to filter, then as how you always do, then there is another option by right clicking on fruits, then I say filter by cell values, immediately it will be filtering only fruits. So if I take back the filters, there you go. Then there is an option of formatting, quick formatting of this table. By the mere click of on this drop down, there are three options I can maybe talk about. There is adjusting the table range. So if I want to increase this table range to move up to 200, then you can always adjust here and change this value to 200. It means that my table will run up to row 200. You can always do that such that your team shouldn't struggle with adjusting that table range. Then there is, you can change the alternating colors. Alternating colors is, you see a gray here, you see this is white like that, such that they are easily readable. You can turn off and turn on. Then you can change your colors. If your brand theme is different, you can go ahead and pick another color, let's say a sharp blue, and okay, there we go. So I think that is well on as far as we have gone. Now, since we have the price and the stock values, we want to do some calculations. The calculations I need, maybe I may want to get the total of both all the sales done, that is multiplying price and stock values. It's very easy. I may not want to put here a column, but I just want that figure. So how do I pick the figure? Which means if I want the total sales, so it is very easy because it is a table and I've already named my columns, given them data types. So what you do here, you come and use the sum product function, which is that it is asking you for an arrays. So if this was not a table, we are meant to scroll down and select the whole data, which is now easier to do. How do you do that? Is equal to sum product. That they're asking us for the first array. The first array is going to be our price. So I can even start typing price. It will bring me the data set. You see, new dataset price. The moment I click that, it will have selected everything, the whole column for price. Then comma, I meant to multiply this with another array that is the stock quantity. I can go ahead and you can start with new. It will bring all the columns for new dataset. Then you pick out the stock quantity, which is that. Go ahead and enter. It will give us our value. That is the total revenue for both a product of price and stock value. Okay, let's try to see whether if we get another column. So if you want to get another column, it is also easy. Even if you start typing right away by saying this times that, there and then it creates a new column, attach it on the table, and even gives you a suggested autofill where I will just have to tick and everything is done in just one click. Then I can go ahead and rename this as revenue. So, which means if we sum revenue equals to sum of now revenue, which is this, enter, we shall get the same value. Or you can select there, when you select the whole column, you see it gives us the same value. So it becomes easy for you to do any manipulation you need with your data set. So even if I say I want to get the percentage of 5% of this data, it is very easy. I will say this is equal to 5% times my revenue. What is the 5% of my revenue? I can start typing revenue. It will bring for me already the column or the field from my data set. Tab and enter. This is the 5% of my revenue. There is no more hassle of doing a lot of calculations. Then, if you want to create drop-downs, like you want your team to just keep selecting from the list, it is very easy. You come here and change, that is to menu. You change your column type. This time I want to change it to drop down. So the moment I change it to drop down, it automatically creates the clips. Then it is my chance of having the choice of the colors. I will make that orange. I will make this a green, and go ahead and OK. I've already created my drop downs. It means that even when I go at the bottom, if my team is entering data, they just select from what is already existing. So I want also to change for the product name. So you'll come to that, you go to column menu, then you select the edit column type, you go to drop down. It will automatically insert the drop downs. It is now upon you to go ahead and change the colors to your favorable colors. I can go and use the dark colors, though it is not advisable always to use the dark colors. So I'll do OK. And here we go. Already everything is automated. It means that if my team is entering data, they will enter maybe 253, 2345. They select bananas here, bananas, fruits. Then go ahead and put the price for banana is 3.45. Someone has bought 34, and the total automatically accumulates. Now, the funny part of it, if we go back to our revenues, they peak automatically. We don't need to keep adjusting the range. Why? Because we are picking the whole column or field of that data set. So even if I delete some of them, let's say if I delete this, it picks automatically. Even all the calculations I will have done, they will be picking automatically. And in case you have also created a table or you have created a chart, it will be picking automatically. So let's say if I select this and that, then I insert here a chart. There we go. So I can change this chart to bar graph, and this is it. So in case now I go ahead and adjust anything, if I adjust this one to maybe 1200, automatically this changes, though we may not note the change, but you see we already have the change here. So I can go ahead and change this maybe to 2000 for us to have a significant figure. So this, you'll find that it is already picking directly from our data here, and there we go. Okay, here it was doing counts. Let's change this. So I think that is it. In case you need now to create more templates, more tables from the different templates, this is how we do it. Let's say you've created a new sheet, and this is your new sheet. And we want to create a project tracker like this, where you're going to track your project's tasks priority, you're going to track the statuses, the date, and call them, even attaching the different files that are coordinating with that task. It is just a matter of create a new sheet, come to insert, you insert tables. The moment you click that, it will create for you a simulation at the side where you can pick any type of the table you need. This time I need to create under project management, I need to create project tasks, then I will do insert, then it will be inserted. You can cancel that. I'll call that my tracker, and I will I have this as the project task. It is making two because we already have the one. So you can go ahead and insert your tasks here. Change statuses, you can go. Now it has already put for you the data types. It means that now the matter of double clicking, I'll be getting my calendar to pick the dates automatically. Then you can pick the files from here directly, inserting them into your list. So how do you do that? In case you change the data set to file, here on smart chips, you can change to people, to file, finance, places, ratings. If I do rating, you see this is the rating, which means if I do a 4, it will automatically rate to 4. So you can change even those colors. If you do a 5, it will change the rating to 5. If you do a 1, it will change the rating to 1. So please go ahead, subscribe to our channel, such that you can always get these notifications and videos like this, or go ahead and click that notification bell such that you can receive notifications directly on your gadget. And don't forget to leave us a comment, and meet you in the next video for more interesting videos like this. Bye bye.